What is going on? Welcome to Rashonology. I am your host, RJD. And please hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel rolling across the bottom of your screen. Now, here we have a video about some nonsense, which is utterly stupid.
You stupid.
Anybody who's doing this, you get the you get the button. And I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. I have no idea why this is the thing. I don't know why this is going on. But apparently people are vandalizing Teslas because of their irritation for Elon. And this is very dumb, but this is what people are doing apparently. So what we're going to do, as always, we get a video, we see a video, and we talk about the video. So let's talk about it. All right, let's go.
Right, the Justice Department, meanwhile, announced that people are under arrest for allegedly trying to set Tesla cars and charging stations on fire.
Whoa, that's a little bit too fast. My bad. Yeah, I know I listen to things fast. All right, leave me alone. All right.
Charges of arson and domestic terrorism. President Trump weighing in on Truth Social overnight, posting this: people that get caught sabotaging Teslas will stand a very good chance of going to jail for up to 20 years. And that includes the funders. We are looking for you. 3 exclamation marks. Vandals have been caught defacing and destroying Tesla vehicles and inciting fears at dealerships.
All right. First of all, this is crazy. Look at all of these vandal attacks on Teslas, not even just the vehicles, but the facilities. Tesla facilities and vehicles. And I have heard through the grapevine that certain people that have Teslas, when your insurance term comes up and you have to renew it, they're jacking up the price on you. You might be paying 20, 25% more, maybe 30% more if you own a Tesla to insure it and keep it on the road because of this nonsense. Now, this is absolutely bonkers to me. This is nuts. And I don't understand what this does. If you are unhappy with Doge, with Elon, and there's some questionable stuff, I'm not going to sit here and defend everything that's going on. That would be foolish.
Nope.
I'm not going to sit here and do that. But if this is the case, then you need to go about it in other ways, not sitting there vandalizing people's property.
In at least 11 states now.
So, Sandra, meet a man who found this message on the hood of his Tesla. This car supports Nazis. Sean.
What?
Freed owns that car, and he's with me now. And Sean, good morning to you. 42 years old. You got your master's at Syracuse. You still live there. Thanks for coming on today. You have owned several Teslas. Describe what happened, what you found on Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday, my wife and my mother-in-law were headed downtown to see a Broadway show. When they got there, they noted that there were protesters.
And shout out to Othello, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Denzel Washington on Broadway. Mark my words, I'm going to see that show. Me and my wife are going to see that show. And I will come back and report to you guys how good it was. I heard it's breaking crazy records. Going to do a video on that soon, too. Just a heads up.
Outside of the theater. And while they were in the theater, this individual walked by, wrote this message on our car, and then we came back to find that after they were done.
Mm-hmm.
This car supports, I ain't even going to touch it, not saying that word. Listen, this is stupid.
You stupid.
Why would you, just because someone owns a Tesla or somebody wears a red hat that says "Make America Great Again"? That's the beauty of America. You can like what you want to like. But at the end of the day, that doesn't give you the right to damage someone else's property. Like this is not okay in any world, in any instance. This is not okay. You can't just go around breaking people's stuff, burning people's property, vandalizing people's property. What gives you the right to vandalize somebody's property because they own a Tesla? Just because they own a Tesla, it don't even mean that that person necessarily likes Elon or is in line with Elon Musk's values or anything. That person might not even care. That person might just actually like the car. And they need a car to get to and from wherever they got to do. They need a car to maneuver around the world. And that's the type of car they want. That doesn't even mean that they like Elon. So you just because you see a Tesla on the road, you think it's okay to vandalize it? What's wrong with you?
Nope. Stop it. Get some help.
Can you get it off?
Fortunately, we were able to get it off with some rubbing alcohol and some good elbow grease.
Okay, was that a Sharpie or what was it? Hard for me to tell.
That was a Sharpie.
Okay.
Yeah.
You bought your first car, what, 7 years ago, 2018?
Yes.
Number one, why did you do that? Why did you choose Tesla?
Largely because I'm an engineer. I enjoy technology. I followed the technology for a while. I also travel long distance, and at the time, Tesla was the only electric car that you could take long distance.
Okay.
The dude, did he say anything about I like Elon Musk? I support everything that he's doing. This brother don't even care about all that. He's an engineer. He likes technology, and he's like, this car got cool technology. I'm an engineer. I understand technology. This car could get me from point A to point B, and it holds a long charge, so I don't gotta sit up here and just charge it, and I could go more than 10 miles without charging the car. That's all he cared about. He think this guy that didn't say anything about, oh, I like Elon, so I just wanted to support Elon. He didn't say nothing like that. That's why this is stupid, and it's happening all over the country. This is dumb. I don't understand why people are doing this. And you got to look at it like this. You have to look at it like this. If you want to look at Tesla as a company, it's the stock and the company is very largely tied to Elon Musk and what he does. If Elon does something crazy, the stock goes down. If Elon does something great, the stock goes up. So it's like, is very heavily tied to Elon Musk and what he does, like just in life. So the fact that the president came out and basically had a car show on the White House lawn talking about Teslas, I love Teslas, Teslas are a great car. The fact that the president had a whole car show trying to keep these Teslas on point and try to keep the business alive or whatever, that lets you know where Elon sits with the president and what he thinks about that company. Now, is there other reasons for that? Who knows? Maybe, but the president had a whole car show. When have you ever seen the president have a car show on the White House lawn? When have you ever promoting a certain, whether it be Ford, GM, Chrysler, whoever? When have you ever seen that? I've never seen that in my entire life. But yet we had the Cybertruck, we had all these Teslas on the White House lawn, basically trying to give the company a little boost in the stock market. This is nuts. This is nuts. This is crazy. This is crazy world right here. Like, I used to think about conspiracy theories, and you see this stuff that's going on TV and all of these nice dope series on TV, Paradise and all of these series, and it's like, what's really happening in the real world is it's crazier than what's happening in the fiction world on TV. It's crazy. Anyway.
Okay, so now you've bought 2 more since then, is that right?
That's correct.
Are you having second thoughts, John?
No, I'm very happy with my Tesla. I have no plans on getting rid of them.
Okay. What do you think of all this across the country? And you're one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's disappointing. I have no desire to be in the limelight. I have no desire to be in a political, situation.
I don't care about none of that.
Regular people like myself are getting caught up in this, which is unfortunate.
Okay, so here's a post from Elon. He says, Tesla's ramped up security and activated Sentry mode in all vehicles at stores. We have seen video online of people keying Teslas. It's easy to do when there's so many cameras on.
All right, so let's see some other recent attacks on Teslas. Let's see what we got going on here after we get past the ads.
Victor Batnari has 2 Teslas, and he joins us now. Victor, it's great to see you.
All right, another guy with some Teslas. Let's see what we got.
So explain, why did you get your Tesla in the first place? What was it about it that you wanted to have?
Good morning, and thank you for having me on this show. So Tesla is a great product.
It's a great product.
I've been working on Tesla for years, and I own 2 cars, and I just love the way they drive, the product itself, the features, and it's a great car.
You know, Victor, we know that, there's a map out there of Tesla owners and their information. Obviously, the whole point is to intimidate them. The whole point is domestic terrorism. You have Teslas. Are you scared?
And I want to talk about that too. If you start messing with Teslas, they are going to label you a domestic terrorist. That's like 20 years off rip. That's nuts. The fact that they gotta now who knows if they're gonna follow through on that and everything like that. But the fact that they are threatening people. If you mess with Teslas, we're gonna label you a domestic terrorist. You can't just go around lighting Tesla facilities on fire because you mad. Like this is nuts.
To drivers, or how do you feel now about driving your Teslas?
Exactly. Especially lately, last few days, I'm not driving my cars. I have them garaged and locked inside the garage. I have to drive other cars because of the situation and what happens in this country right now.
Victor, Victor, I don't know your politics. I don't need to know your politics. Does this push you in one direction or another with sort of the intentional trying to scare you with this?
It doesn't push me, but I mean, it's scared, having to drive a car, you don't know what happens. We're parking somewhere in the parking lot and you come outside and you see a car destroyed or vandalized, or somebody writes stuff in your car. It's not the best way. And
yeah, that's crazy. Like, you're going to vandalize my property because you disagree with me? Not even, because we don't know what this guy's politics at all. We don't know what, and honestly, it's nobody's business unless he chooses to disclose that. But you're going to vandalize my property because I am driving a car and the owner of that company you don't like. So you're going to vandalize my property because you don't like this particular owner of a company. This is crazy. This is nuts. This is nuts. Like, even saying it out loud, it still makes no sense. This is not okay in any world, any realm, anything.
it's not pleasant.
What does this tell you about our country that this is happening right now?
It's telling me that I don't think politics should involve a product, and should other people like drivers and owners of cars to be scared to drive their own vehicle.
We've seen the Trump administration.
Yeah, I think we pretty much get the point. But at the end of the day, it's some wild times in America right now. Some wild times. I can't even lie. It's some wild times in America. And the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on. It's never okay to vandalize somebody else's property because you don't like something. We don't all have to like everything. You don't mess with other people because you are unhappy. Because you are unhappy about certain politics. Who cares what the politics are? Doesn't matter. Truthfully, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the politics are. Who cares? You like what you like. Other people like what they like. Everybody's different. Everybody's an individual. This is common sense stuff. This is common sense stuff. And for the person, like, there's so many cameras, there's so much technology. You could go ahead and do something right now. God help you if you get caught. You mess with the wrong person's car, they're gonna do something to you. And if they don't do something to you, you're gonna get caught. You're gonna look down 20 years because you don't like Elon. Then don't buy Teslas. If you don't like them, don't buy them. It's really not that hard to understand. So I don't understand what's going on with people. Wild times we living in. People need to get it together. But other than that, that's all I got for y'all. Let's get it together, people. All right, leave the freaking Teslas alone. Jesus Christ. On to the next one. Peace.